exactly. You know, and there's still like incredible players that play all sorts of characters. You know what I mean? Like this game has such like diversity, even with its fairly limited cast. I'm curious to see, I guess ultimately, like, with this matchup in particular, like, who's going to come out as, like, the ultra clean player, right? Because, like, in the last couple games that Robert has played, what we've seen is, you know, he's played a really consistent game. The folks he's gone up against have been playing, like, pretty good, like, really, you know, great games as well, but also have made some of these errors. And Robert, because of how consistent of a player he is, he's been able to capitalize. Max is not one of those players that makes errors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the dynamic between a player that is so clean up against a player who's so good at punishing unclean play?
And the thing that's interesting is both of these guys are pretty close in rank in 2024. Robert was ranked 5th, and Nax was ranked 6th. So both of these guys already kind of pretty close in that skill level, close in that rank. So you're right. It's going to come down to those decisions.
Ooh. And I wonder, you know, if you know, who's going to be the aggressor in neutral as well? That's going to be a really big one. You know, there's going to be slight changes, of course, from a playstyle perspective. Even if it's the same character, the way that these players express their skill is often vastly different. So let's see what those nuances are.
Ooh. Back throw follows up. Ooh, quick response back. Nax finds that opening.
Yeah, really clean pivot up tilt. Wasn't able to get a stock, but was definitely able to get stage control, if not for just a moment.
Robert. Oh, no.
That's pretty uncharacteristic, I think, for Robert throughout this tournament. He's been pretty spot on. You know, very few blemishes from a gameplay perspective. They're dropping a pretty critical punish and actually loses a stock as a result of that.
Catches him on the roll.
Beautiful reaction there. The tech roll inside.
Wow. Max distance on that punish.
Max distance up tilt there from Nax. Dare I say Max distance? I'm done. I'm done. It's over. Send us home. Send us the game too.
Now, this is where we're starting to see. We saw one or two some of those moments from Robert that off stage was that miss, cost him the stock there. We're going to see how this is going to change going to this one. See how he cleans up a little bit.
And Robert's been, again, super comfortable with this Ditto in particular.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that he's had to do this in the time that we've been commentating alone against so many different players, right?
Yeah.
We saw him go up against John, against Rush Brody. We saw him go up against Lowe. He knows this matchup extremely well. You know, everybody, you know, all top-level players know this matchup, but Robert in particular, compared to Nax, I think has been playing this specific matchup so recently. And yet, despite that, Nax, he's showing that it doesn't matter that recency. Right now, I'm going to try to put on a clinic and show you that I'm the better player today.
Nice.
Clean.
Robert, excellent job boxing out there. All those aerials in the exact right spot.
He got the up tilt, but wasn't able to get anything more from it.
He's hitting that pretty consistently, though. That anti-air up tilt works out pretty well. Great finish.
And almost a mirrored answer back there in terms of how those stocks were closed out. Nearly an even game here as we go 3 stocks apiece.
Who's going to move first? There it is. Oh.
Wow, and I really admire the patience and the respect from both of these players, right? You saw both players took turns sort of trading that top platform, hoping to get an edge shield punish, and neither player on the other side took the bait. There's like a level of respect that you kind of see between these two players whenever it comes to finding those openings. Both are doing a good job of not really overexerting, overextending. As a result, it's just been really clean play throughout.
Man, The spacing on these quick attacks is just on point. Oh,
Whoa, rare.
punish, knowing. Oh, no, that'll do it.
I
That'll
wasn't
do it.
able to get. I wasn't able to get. I think that the second connection there, or he's going for a really tricky recovery. Either way,
Comes up short.
yeah. And Robert finds himself up the stock.
That'll do.
Well, you say that, but it's Pikachu.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. This is crazy. Okay, here we go. Nice.
That should be a stock. Not quite yet. Not wanting to overcommit there. You know, we have seen throughout this tournament, right? Overcommitment on punish has been the result of, you know, erroneous stocks. Both players, you know, seems like they're opting for the positioning and the percentage instead of trying to go and overextend for the confirm.
Too much is on the line. Losers finals here at Hitstun 7. They don't want to make a single mistake.
Little two-throw setup there from Nax.
Oh?
Again, Robert, again, going for ledge. We've seen throughout this tournament, the ledge is where he's at home, right? He's been super consistent. Opting high that time. Nax gets a small punishment, not really much more. And now it's Robert's turn. Oh, goes to that second platform. Instead of that top plat, goes for middle platform. Was enough to trip up Robert for a moment, but still able to seal out the stock regardless. Right back, dead even.
Okay. Where are we going, game?
Robert
Back.
with this initial opening.
Laying on a couple of thick percentages here. Oh, just missed the grab. Attacking on the shield damage.
This is certainly one of those matchups that is significantly more driven by the percentages than anything, because Pikachu has that ability to be able to recover from just about anywhere. So every percent that Robert's able to tack on here is so critical to him achieving his win condition.
Nax, back throw, setting up again. Trying to cut off options.
Wow,
Whoa.
gets a jab but doesn't get the follow-up there. Robert really close to sealing the stock out. He's one interaction away.
Nax finds himself on the platform.
Beautiful.
Gets grabbed, back throw. That'll call it.
Nax looking like he was trying to go for an edge shield setup. Robert, where he threw out that initial aerial, was in a way where it looked like it just barely glanced the shield, but wasn't enough to push off of the platform. And that shield delay was all Robert needed to be able to close things out with that back air. Sorry, that back throw. One game apiece.
This is okay. So you have the opening, taking him back to where we found him.
Jab grab, you look for that a lot, especially in these matchups.
Saw the patience from both of them. A little bit of chicken.
Same brain, same exact recovery pattern for both. But the up tilt back air puts the first stock in Nax's favor.
Okay. Catches out the spacing.
And how these players are utilizing this platform has been really interesting to watch as well. You know, it seems like they're just trying to opt for traps, but neither player yet has really taken the bait.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to fall for a trap when you read from the same book.
Yeah, exactly. If you're both setting the same trap, you should know the counter.
But the thing that consistently is coming up between both of them, they're both doing excellent jobs with anti-airing when it's just a small amount of overextension
Exactly.
that you're seeing with those up tilts. And then generally you see a fair amount of conversion.
Nax gets back on stage.
Oh, he's trying to jab check.
Crazy. Nax actually was going for the same thing, little jab grab action, but ends up whiffing his jab.
Ooh, the up tilt coming back in. Wow.
And Nax just did a whole stock off of that invulnerability platform. Crazy work.
Wow. That was so fast. The stuff. He looked like he had a little Wemby moment there, bro. Little Wemby moment. Ooh.
Nice. Good coverage. Beautiful recovery from Robert as well. And he can actually turn the tide here.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, he was right there.
If
But
he
the quick
inputted
attack out.
I think he inputted a walk instead of a run there. If he inputted a run, he would have been just close enough to get the grab. Instead, now Robert finds himself into a position where he's getting punished. And too far to recover. Nax up 2-1 on Robert.
That was the difference here. A lot more comfort for Nax this time. I think the tides are shifting in that regard.
Most definitely.
Taking a second to think. Breathe. Relax. Taking the sights here at Hitstun.
Again, such clean play from Robert throughout this tournament. You know, I think more than anything, he's done an incredible job on capitalizing on errors from his opponents. What we're seeing from Nax is really an opponent that is not producing those errors. Robert still has plenty left in the tank. Let's see the skill expression as we go into Game 4.
Quick retreat out to the other side of the stage. Both of them whiffing, trying to find some sort of an optic.
Yeah, Robert, you know, trying to look for some of these pivot up tilts, getting stuffed out.
Whoa.
By some of these falling aerials from Nax.
Backdoor to set up over the edge. And here's the punish. Oh, not overextending though. Doesn't want to go to the point. He might risk something. A little dash attack, a little headbutt.
This should be a stock. Clean.
Yeah. Great timing.
Really smart from Robert too, also to be aware of the recovery options. He didn't instinctively go straight to platform. He knew that at that angle, Nax had a chance to get to the ledge instead and was able to input that dash attack to punish.
Oh.
Back air, wow, Nax.
Yes.
Good coverage. And I mean, this has been one of those sets that, you know, has really just been so neck and neck throughout just about every game. You know, it reminds me in a lot of ways almost like a game of horse more than, you know, like a match, in the sense that they're finding similar combo routes, similar punishes, you know, almost mirroring each other in these talks with their gameplay.
Shocking, so hard to get back onto the stage. And here we go. It's his, Nax's turn. See what he has to play out of that book. Ending with a nair, getting a little bit more distance off of it, and then continuing the string and the punish. Great SDI.
Wow, really good SDI there.
Punish. There it is. Back air, but here we go. One more time.
I need to look at that again, but I wonder if Wispy prevented the platform cancel on that recovery from Robert. I need to play that one back. Watch the VOD.
Oh. Whoa!
Wow, that patience from Nax. The fact that he didn't overcommit with an option shows why he's one of the best players in the world. Now 2 stocks away from getting his run back against Wizrobe in Grand Finals. Robert.
Anti-air.
Wow.
The timing on the quick attack to avoid the thunder.
Yeah, Nax was not in as much hit stun as Robert anticipated. And now, Robert could very quickly find himself at disadvantage. Has to stop the bleeding and close out this stock immediately. Beautiful. The quick back air initially just outside of range for him to be able to punish, and then coming back in with a grab to seal the stock with the back throw.
Great anti-air. The chase. Able to escape. Nax doing a good job here. Continuing to threaten. There's the anti-air up tilt. Finishing off the back air.
Last stock for Robert. You know, he's had such a great run this entire tournament. You can feel the pressure in this moment.
And you can see Nax continuing to implement it on top of it. Knowing this position, knowing this advantage, trying to push a bit more. How many more aggressions can I make?
Wow, the stray hits here.
Oop. Punishing the
no Z cancel!
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
an opportunity there, but he missed the Z cancel.
Whittling down on the shield. Pressure through the platform. Oh, the chase. Good job with the escape, but not for long.
And Robert, such clean play throughout this tournament. Is this how he goes out? One hit away from getting third. Can he claw his way back into this set? Nax says no. 2-1 Nax. Sorry, 3-1 Nax over Robert. Whew. And we're getting a run back at winners finals.
Yes.
You know, you said that was the set of the tournament. You're getting it again, bud.
I'm excited.